Dear God, I'm knackered already and I've not even got to the really hard bit. Whew. Done this hill. And this hill's hard because it's just loose stone. The stone gets bigger up here. But what an absolute mission. First bits of hills are a bit of a warm up for the old legs. But geez. Hi Cass, you alright? I'm knackered already. I've got like a mile to go uphill. Catherine, how are you? You know when I got lost on the moors, when I was meant to be by the river, I'm purposely going to the moors this time. I'll have to keep stopping and double checking maps. It's me, you alright? I haven't seen you for ages. It's me, Angie, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Oh, damn it. It's been torrential rain here this morning. Well, Catherine, I was meant to be doing this walk. Oops, sorry, headphones. Along the river. And I hadn't done it for ages. And it looked like the footpath I wanted, turning right at the gate, had been shut. So I came this way, left. I'm at the spot where I met the fella with his dog. And he says, go through the gate right. Keep going up there. And you'll hit a right turn and it'll take you where you want to go. 2.5 miles later, I was on the very top of the moors where the Heartstones were. DJB, thank you very much for coming in. Shandy, how you doing? Hiking Hermit, thank you very much for coming in. Yeah, I prefer fell walking. It's my thing at the minute. I really, really, really need to get a pair of walking boots though. So we go through here and we go right. Oh, Catherine, I'd love it. Absolutely love it. Now, there's a little sign thing up here. Yeah, rain's been torrential this morning. I've driven through some floods. Tommy, you all right? To get here. So I was thinking, oh my God. Catherine, I would absolutely love it. You have a beautiful corner of the world. Expect me turning around and looking at views a lot. Because that's my sly way of having a breather. Why is the sign over here? So, we are here. Oh God, the deep breath. Heavy breathing already. We are following it along here. There's the Heartstones. We're going to come to the base of that and we'll have a right turn off before we get there. So if I get lost, Cass, you're in charge. You've got the areas there. Or if I fall in the peat bog, it's on your watch. Look, they've put the sign across the ditch. Oh, jeez. Ouchie. Roddy, thank you very much for coming in. Well, these hills that I'm at, Catherine, are the very northern tip with the Pennines. The last time I was here, this was a total shock to the system. It never goes downhill. It's constantly going up. They're clearing the ditches out. And had I seen there's like more ponies last time, I might have borrowed one. You alright, Max? Good live last night. It was fun. Right. See this more here? You've got a little tower on it. That is, I think, Castle. No, that could be the one I want to do. That's called Fell. So we're kind of in the foothills for it. See? No downhill. There, you've got the start and first views of the Northern Pennines. We're going to get right to the base of Simerson. They've been out clearing the land gullies. Oh, that'd be brilliant. There's loads of TV shows. When you've got shows that are no longer going to be acceptable to be on the TV for repeats. So the likes of Alf Garnett. Oh, those hills there. And across there, that's the Lake District. Hello, lakes. This hill is 620 metres, I think. It's the highest hill around us. How can Hermit have a hell? I've got an Amazon wish list, but I haven't got any of those things myself. It'll be a while, should we say. But I don't need to do with what I've got. And look at that beast. It's huge. I've been looking up tracks. It's Terry in. Hi Terry, thanks for coming in. You alright, Brandon? Brandon, is it not your bedtime? I always say this to you. My legs are actually faring a lot better this time. Shockingly. Stock Explorer, how you doing? Oh, it's even better when we get right on the top. That one is Simerson. Now we've done that one. Been on the top of that and around this side of it. I think as well it's going to get taken today, I think. We'll see. I'll have to dip out now and again to check the map. Right, this enrages me. Pick up your dog poo, put it in a bag, take it with you. What was the point? Hey there, thanks very much for coming in. Sick of Blackburn. Valentin, how are you? Max, Sick of Blackburn, she's been out on a good wander. You can't actually see how high up I've come so far. It was good crack last night. You've got like, it ain't half hot, mum. You've got Alf Garnett. What was his? What was the Alf Garnett show title? Until Death Us Do Part? Was that it? Still there? How are you doing? Did you get anything from the shop for me? Patty, thank you so much for coming in. I adore the ground that Patty walks on. She's amazing. They've stripped that gully out a bit much there. I'm really surprised at just how much better my legs feel today compared to the last time I was here. Last time I was here, I was nearly on hands and knees looking for this fabled right turn that I couldn't find. That'll do. Took us a can of Red Bull and a pack of Lambert silver even. I bet that house is a nightmare to get to in the winter. Big house over there. Patty, how are you? Is it really early for you? That rain we had was proper cloudbursts. My patio was under a lot of water, a giant puddle. You can see it's coming in decent. Hang on, which way are them clouds going? Oh, bugger. Normally, the weather comes in from the west. You've got the coast there on the horizon. You can see a faint hill line there. That's Scotland. Then you've got the foothills of the lakes just here. It looks like these clouds are moving east to west. Mel, thank you very much for coming in. How are you? Mel, I'm doing my stupid routine. When really sensible people normally don't. Shazza dives right in, thinks it's a good idea. I mean, when I was driving up, Somerset had a cloud sat on top of it. And there's not many trees to hide under up here because they cannot grow. Well, you can only just start to see it. Over there is a World Heritage Site called the Lake District. It's a range of mountains. These are the northern tip of the Pennines, which is like a spine that runs through the north. And last time I was here, I was lost. Some local with a Labrador, if I see him again, I'm going to headbutt him. So yeah, keep going uphill. In the right turn. So yeah, that guy that told me to keep going uphill until I got to a right turn. Oh, hopefully you can make them out. There's the Heartstones. I am blasting through this. Claire, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Now, down on the bottom, there's a couple of signs on the gates saying Bullingfield. But I think they've just been there a while. Hi, Cheap Seats. Thank you very much for coming. Angela, how are you? If we keep looking that way, the weather looks all right, doesn't it? This storm system's swirling. These bottom clouds, the lower level, are going that way. And this big one is banking and coming around me. Queen, thank you very much for coming in. How are you? We're nearly at the ponies, or we passed the ponies. It's 3 Dartmoor ponies in a field. I didn't see them on the way up, but had I seen them on the way down, I struggled. I'm amazed. Fair proud of myself and I'll do it in one. Yeah, Blackburn, that's called Fell. That's the monster I want to do. There's only one path up and down though from what I've seen. And I've been told it's brutal. But, calling my name. Wandering Hippie, Peter. Lovely to see you, thank you for coming in. I'm possibly about to get very wet. Because those clouds are lower than the hill. Have we been on that way before? There's a little man there. Yeah, there's the Heartstones we were at on Monday. Just there. Cheap Soups Angela's got a brilliant channel, I love her. She's got some good recipes on there too. And her pets are adorable. I'm going to have a look again. There's a structure on the side of here, and it doesn't look like an animal enclosure. It looks more like a set out for a house. It's very odd. Peter's lovely. He's a really good bloke. So far, not too bad. But I want to get to that tower. That tower on the highest point just there. I want to get to it. I don't know if it's a very big trig. Hi Christine, thanks for coming in. Christine, have you had the really bad rain? Those low clouds are still pushing underneath these ones. It won't thunder, I don't think. Ooh, stop reading and watch where you're going. Well, they look kind of nasty, but it's rotating. They were there, so hopefully there's a nice bank of clear sky coming behind it. Yeah, I'm going this way. That I'm going to do another day when I've trained myself a bit more and I've got proper boots and stuff. Because that one, I'm going to need it for the walk. I've been researching. It takes you up that hard side. Not this nice, easier looking side, but that side. That is going to be a grind. One sheep. Oh, so cute. Ewan, how you doing? Yeah, it takes a lot of work, but it's my sanctuary. Oh, there's a fellow with a dog. I'm not the only stupid person out. And it's not the fella that gave me the instructions that have me lost. So I'll let him off. See, Cumbrians are hard. He's just got a t-shirt on. Oh, you're joking. Are they okay, Blackburn? Are they all right? See, that's a hard, proper Cumbrian. No walking deer. Oh, he's got walking. He's got ways on. I'll let him off. Hello. Hello. She'll smell mighty. You got that German Vizsla, like a bright red pointer. All right, that was a big moo. Where is it? That's the problem. When you've got your dogs on lead and another dog comes at them. They feel endangered. Right. This is Horsefield. And there's the Heartstones. Ever closer. Oh, the stone walls. I'll give you a closer look when we get to the next gate. And this building, I think, will have normally animal shelters are traditionally round. But this is set up like a house. Saying that, it has got the low-level holes for animals to go from room to room for the sheep. So I'm a bit confused by it. But we'll have a look. Horses, where are you? Just in case. Yeah, 3 Dartmoor ponies in this field. Wondering, happy, thank you so much for coming in. Look, we're getting up a height now. I mean, Somerson's tall enough. When you pan up to that one. Oh. It's me. Peas and pot leaves, I like that. It's the traditional fencing up here, cheap seats. And for a lot of the country, actually. Right, I'm looking for horses. Horses, where are you? Can't see them. Are they over there? But yeah, the loose stone. They're not fixed together in any way. They're just piles, but piled in a certain way. You'll have a course every few courses of a wider stone. And the one I've got my hand on. And you can follow the line down that way. Then you've got the smaller stones stacked. You'll have another header, longer course. And then they stack the top stones at an angle. And it's just stacked, so you can see through it. There's nothing holding the stones together. It's just the way that they're stacked. I'm looking for my housemates. I can't see them. This is limestone. I wish string has sorted out. See, I mention it and it turns itself off. If I could zoom in, you'll be able to see the Heartstones there that we were at the other day, where the cows were sat around it. Same stone, limestone, and it's all just below the surface. The Lake District, oh Christ, look at the size of that. That's huge. That's been some big horse. Catherine's got a brilliant channel. She is a very, very knowledgeable lady on wildfires and pretty much everything else. Plus, you have to hear her voice. Just go and listen to 5 minutes of Catherine and tell me that she shouldn't be doing bedtime stories. She has the most beautiful voice ever. Yeah, and it's all just below the surface. At the Heartstones, you've got the big pits where they've just been pulling the stone out there. They must have moved my horses out. Can't see them anyway. where they just pull it out from the surface, and they're naturally in those seams like these stones, so they just pick them up. They don't have to do much to them to get them into shape. If I see a bull, I'm going to crap myself. Right, everyone go and have a listen to Catherine and then think of a story, but definitely not 50 Shades. Although that would be quite amusing. Oh. I've been sending a few people your way, Catherine. I've got a friend in Alaska. He's got one route in, one route out. And there's a wildfire and it's moving and it's looking like it's going to hit that route in and out. And apparently they're getting very nervous locally. So I've given him your link and told him to educate himself for gullies, local ponds, anywhere he can get to safety. And to watch weather reports. See, I learned loads from you. Oh, I can't. If there's anyone in chat that'll know. I'll get it off him, Catherine. He's not known, but he's up that way. Right, here's that building. I'll message him, Catherine, and I'll ask him. I've got the memory like a sieve, I forget everything. So, this has got me confused. Am I going to get soaked? This one's built slightly differently, and it looks to be sandstone. Yes, you've got the stone wall set up, which makes me think it's an enclosure. A fallen bit of wall, so it did extend out. You can see better here, actually. You've got the two outer skins, that one, and they fill in the middle with rubble. See the much smaller stones in the middle. You've got this main room. It's about, would you say, about 40 foot? And it's square. You've got a doorway there. Now you've still got stone wall build. Smaller, and you've got down there a little entrance into the next part. You've also got one here. Then you've got two more long rooms, and it's very, very un-animal enclosure like. I can't quite work that out why. So if you give me a second. Well, that's what I think. It's built stone wall like. Whether it could have been an old dwelling that had an enclosure with it, maybe. But usually they're round in the one room. They're not segregated off like this. But at the same time, it does have the low-level holes into a couple of these rooms. And that room, that back one there, hold, that separates off. I start marching uphill. So it is, the foot plan of it is more like a house than an enclosure, because the enclosures tend to be round. You get the odd square one, but I've never seen one. Pleasure Mix, how are you? Do you know what, Patty? On Simmerson, which is that one, and the Heartstones, which we're at the foot of, I think the limestone does have an effect, at least on microphones. So I have to use headphones up here, because when I get to the tops, the microphone on my phone just stops working. It's the only thing I can think of. Can't be altitude, because we're not that high. I think Simmerson is about 400 metres. It's about the same as the Heartstones. That's actually called, officially it's called Winnie Fell. And that dark one there's Simmerson. So, ooh. It'll just be windy for a minute because I'm facing the wind. We've got a building there, and it's the shape of a roof. So we could have had a little settlement. I don't think like, the sky's clearing out so much. Although we have got nastiness this way. Right, let me get her back along here. I've wondered about this way before. Right, I've got to be caught over me. If I meet anyone, they're going to think I'm mad. So over here, I have just seen what looks like a building. Oh, for God's sake, chat's stalled on me. Last one I can see is Patty saying, I think the stones are messing with Shaz's signal, lol. If anyone can write something now, I know that I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm frozen. Right, I'll just give me a second. I'll be back straight in. I'll have to refresh it. I thought I could see someone stood. It's a chimney. Now, this house, from the footage that I've seen and the research I've done, I'm getting good. I'm doing research of places that I'm going to and not just sticking my head down and going for it. It looked abandoned. But, like the other house just around the valley from it that I'm dying to get to, that's the same. That looks abandoned. That one's windows are bricked up. See, in Valhalla, the rain this morning, I've driven flooding roads to get here. And these hills were hidden by clouds. So we've got a building. So we've got where the eaves would be. That building came out here. We've got stonework along here. So we've got this corner. We've had a window there. Got another wall here under that moss. Got the roof. I think we possibly had a fireplace just here. I can't see any chimney. There's a very fancy iron gate in there. Oh, where's the barbed wire? Now this was one single room. Goes that way. You've got a back wall over there. So it's been quite a big building. You've got another room. Now there was a fire here. Can you see the black marking on the wall? Odds are that's where the chimney was. And that room's fire. We've had a returning wall coming this way. So it was a narrow room. Or was that part of the fireplace? I think it's maybe the fireplace. So you've got that wall there. And you've got this bit of wall coming out. I think that was the fireplace because it surrounds the blackened stone. So I had to step away from it. And you've got another room. I had to move away from it. The signal comes here. And there's something else, but I wonder if this was... oh, that's stone wall. That's too rough to be an outside toilet, I think. But it probably would have had an outside toilet. And you've got the boundary. So you had this little house here, and this was the garden. From this wall to, you've got a wooden post just there. And can you see there's a wall going that way? So that's been the full enclosure. So it's possible that that actually was a barn back there and an enclosure, just a type of one that I've never seen before. Yeah, it must be that out. I think it could be that, you see, right, this place. I reckon it's abandoned because that Land Rover. No one lives in it. The gates, the door, the windows. And doors. Sorry, I had to step away from it. So the windows and doors are barred downstairs. Look at that massive booster it's got. So, is it rented? Someone's definitely been using it because it's all barred off. And I can't get through the gate because it's padlocked. But the pictures online, I think, are a few years old. And that caravan and that Land Rover were always here. Yeah, silver. I am near the mines. Silver's probably right. I should maybe end and pre-record from this bit because we're going to dip into this gully, and I've got huge hills around me, and it's as stressful for you as it is for me running around trying to get signal again. But I'll give you a closer look at the house. Coopkeeper, thanks for coming in. Gaz, are you all right? Yeah, it's mint up here. This house, I was really interested in it from the footage that I've seen about here. Sure enough, it's had new lime mortar. Yeah, that little tiny old caravan. My parents used to pull me and my brother into Scotland in one of those. About a 6-hour trip in with a caravan to go and stay at a holiday park. Calendar, believe it or not, Silver. So I'm a bit iffy that I'm not going to be able to keep you on signal while I go down, because it's going to take me down into here behind this hill in the bottom. Interesting. I think I'm on a mine. Right, you've got the house, and there was a bank that I've just walked up trying to get your signal. But can you see all this earthwork? And there's a little bit of it exposed over there, and it looks like mine remnants. Scuff Frank, how are you doing? So I'm wondering if there was another mine here. I'm right on the top of it. This is all man-made. Look what the moles have been dragging up. Oh, the moles trying to pull it up. It's more peaty than anything else. It's the earthworks. It's quite big. It stretches right back there. Oh, it could also, I doubt it, there's a lot. It could have been digging stone for the walls. I'm thinking that it's a mine, Jim. We've got a big trench here. This one's huge compared to the rest. We've got a big pit here. See all these earthworks? I think we've got a mine. We've got a few more pits that way. Another pit there. But it stretches along this way, and it curves around that bank. You've got the tops there. I'm glad to think it's a mine. Coal. It's coal, shale. The back of the valley, behind this hill, to the slate mine that I took you to, the so lime kilns. Those shale and lime kilns at that place that I took you to. And there are little tiny mines all along the valleys that would, to power it, they heat the limestone to extract the lime. And for that, they need coal, which is what that one is called, Gares Colliery. There's parts of the buildings left, and I did try to get to it, but it was chance and death by cow. There was a lot of cows in, although I'm getting brave with the cows. So it is a possibility that we've had another mine here, especially with the house next to it. You'll have to screenshot it and zoom in. But here is the buildings from that top quarry, and you can see the earthworks there as well. And there was a railway in the base of that valley, right around the back of this hill, Simmerson, into the valley just behind it where the limestone kilns are. So yeah, I think I'll have to do some more research because there wasn't another one mentioned. But if people haven't noticed it, they're not gonna look into it. At least on this top, I've got half a signal chance. Right. Here we go again. Rhonda, I'm fighting signal. So I'm really sorry. I know it's irritating. Kick me again. Fold it next to the next bit. And it goes on quite a fair way, you know. It's a large area of groundwork. Now, have we had a building here? There's a lot of larger square stones. This has all been so very interesting. It can't be for the stone walls. I can't see it being for this in there hill. So I'm going to go with mine. Call mine. Trying to work on my watch hours. Right, I'll end it here and I'll pre-record the rest because it's going to drive you as mad as it's driving me, and I hate